This is the opening of a four-part series about my process for sorting photos. Using this method, I go from pulling my photos out of the packaging where I received them and follow these few steps to get them ready to go straight into layouts. In this part one, you're going to see how I get them from the packages into their first organized set. In the second one, you'll see how I take those sets and get them ready to be placed in their storage for long-term saving. In the third part, you'll see how I separate them and get them prepared to be layouts. And in the fourth part, that's where my secret sauce is. I've organized this in 4 parts. You can either watch all 4 in a row or take your time and watch them step by step. So I hope this series of videos will be a benefit to you and that you'll enjoy them. I hope you'll leave a comment if you think this is valuable to you. Also, like and subscribe to the channel because everybody says that. Okay, without further ado, let's start watching this first part of how I sort photos. Today I'm going to look at my photos and sort them and show you my method for how I get through a large number of photos, how I keep them organized and managed and ready to be made into layouts. So I think I have about 230-ish photos. Ah, look at me. Okay, I'm pretty happy with these prints. I'm not going to show that because I have a plan for that. So my sorting method goes in rounds, and there's 3 to 4 rounds. And the first round, I'm going to take this order of photos, and I'm going to group them by what album will I put them in. And so I think basically this is going to go in 2 different albums. So that should be pretty simple. Sometimes I've had things that would go in up to 4 to 5 albums for a very large sorting project. And I have some of those large sorting projects. So all of these are from my month in review. This is an event I attended, another baby. This was this crazy blue moon. This is here, and then here's me playing around with some selfies. Okay. This whole pile is going to go in my month in review album. So uh, this pile right here is going to go in my family album. And I don't know what order these are in, so let's see. Uh, okay, all of these. The nice thing about Creative Memories is they actually, depending on how you upload your photos, will put your photos into the same order you uploaded them. They will be printed, and they'll also be printed with information on the back. So all of this was a trip to SeaWorld, which was part of a big part of our summer vacation. Ah, okay. All of this summer vacation, summer vacation, summer vacation. See, this is pretty easy. It's unlike, say, if I take a cruise and I've got this is when we were in this port and this is when we were at that port, and I see 2 pictures. Okay. Oh, and we did go to Universal Studios for one day. So let me pull out the Universal Studios. So this says Disney Springs. This is Disney Springs. So I'm kind of sorting them now. I'm going into level 2. So all of these photos, I have 3 albums worth of photos here. Okay. Summer Vacation month in review, and family. The biggest one is summer vacation, obviously. And so now I'm going to begin level 2 sorting. Level 2 sorting is by subject. So most of these pictures were SeaWorld. I took a zillion SeaWorld pictures. And so now, but I see we went to Universal City Walk. We did not go to the park. So we went to Universal City Walk for a little bit. And then we went to Disney Springs also. So it was a few days in Orlando. And it was my first time ever going to SeaWorld Orlando. It was both of our first time going there. Okay. So now I have what looks to be close to 200 photos, 200 prints, I should say, because some of these have more than one photos on them, of SeaWorld. And now I'm going into level 3. So well, level 1 sort by album, level 2 sort by subjects. Okay, so I'm going to start with something easy, which were these 3 pictures of Universal Studios. We just walked around the little city walk. We actually went into the Chocolate Emporium, I think is the name of it. And we walked around in there, and that was pretty much the day because it was starting to rain. And then we always pay a visit to Disney Springs. And I'm surprised I don't have more photos. More photos may come up. I did a really super fast look through what was in here. So there may be some more photos of Disney Springs. And if there are, I'll put them together. So subject 1, Disney Springs. Subject 2, Universal City Walk. Okay. So now I'm going to do this. This may have to come in 2 or 3 rounds. Okay. So SeaWorld, the dolphins. So I'm going to put all the dolphins together. Okay. Oh, here's Honey and Me. So here's the park. So this is that's one layout. Um, Here's the SeaWorld sign outside of the park, SeaWorld sign inside the park. So we're gonna maybe put some of that together. Just a picture of me, some selfies. Oh, okay. Here is a road trip picture of entering South Carolina. So that'll go in its own pile. At SeaWorld, we have some aquarium photos. There are 3 verticals on here, so these are going to be interesting. So I definitely love the aquarium. Here's some more. This moray eel captured my attention a lot. And so this is 3 photos on one print. And I'm going to have to cut it up to really put it. Here's that ride that was broken down. We were in line for that ride and it broke down. More aquarium. So let's talk about the aquarium for a moment. Inside of the aquarium, I took a lot of photos, but this eel caught my attention. So I think Mr. Moray Eel here is going to get his own layout. So I'll put this with him. So he's going to get his own layout. Okay, so here's some. Here's some other. Okay, here's a stingray or ray. And then here's the orcas. I remember back when it was Shamu. I never saw Shamu. I saw Shamu in San Diego one time. I never saw Shamu perform in Orlando, but the Orca show is now what it is. And there are people with, oh, look at what else is in here. Boma. My favorite restaurant on the planet is Boma. It is a restaurant at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. And so Boma is going to get a layout of its own. So we'll put Boma over here to get a layout. And here's my buddy Bucky. Bucky's going to get his own layout too. And here's some more Boma pictures. So I'm in round 2 of sorting by subject. So we sorted by album. Now we're going to sort by subject. Lots of Boma, good. And Bucky's. Now I got a lot of Bucky's photos. More Bucky's. We stopped at so many Bucky's during this trip, but that's the guy himself, Bucky. Okay, we're at SeaWorld, and I wanted to make sure I copied these flamingos. So the flamingos, they're going to get a layup. More road tripping and Bucky's. I'll put that with Bucky for now. Ooh, more. So these are just pictures of scenery around SeaWorld. Just being in the park. And so these are like I'll put together. And then some I learned at the park. I love things when I learn the difference between a sea lion and a seal. And I forgot which is which, but you can tell by their back legs. This is inside of the park, the sea lions. More in the park. Oh, and this is one of them, a sea lion or a seal. I forgot which is which again. That kind of goes over there. Here's a sea lion. Now that's a sea lion, not a seal. And then this is a walrus. So this was a walrus and a sea lion. And I'm excited about these photos because I have some stickers from literally back when somebody licensed some SeaWorld stickers. And I have some, so I think I want all of these to go together as a layout. And I want to get those things used. So let's see what we got. Okay, more sea lion. We enjoyed the animal shows that. Oh, isn't he cute? So we're gonna put all these sea lion pictures, and so the subject we just subject sea lion, sea lion, sea lion. Got a lot of sea lion photos. I thought he was adorable. So we're gonna see. Now these are definitely the type of photos that Creative Memories does a lot of cropping of photos. And I take a lot of scenic photos, and so I don't have a lot to crop. Now, will every single one of these pictures make it onto a layout? Who knows? Um, this is cute. This is kind of park scenery. This is park scenery. So I'm just doing broad subject, park scenery. And that's a cute little picture of me and orcas. The orcas are pretty much the star of the whole SeaWorld show anyway. And they are so adorable. And I have been this year quite fascinated with sea life. And let's see, I'm almost done with the big sorting. More orcas, the orcas. And so once I get through all these orca photos, it's going to be a case of, and just how many orca pictures do you want to put in your album? Okay. Now this is a little show. I didn't get very many photos in this show because, I didn't want to be a distraction during the show. But this is a layout. I'll put that right there for now. And then here's some little tanks that had some sea life in them. Here's some dolphins. There were some sharks. Oh, there's my hammerhead. Oh, I as I said, I've been look at that. Okay, you know that Creative Memories punch other hammerheads, yeah. And this sawtooth. So these are some fascinating sea life. And I'm going to really enjoy scrapbooking these. We call that the shark encounter. And then here's some cute little dolphins, and put that with that. Put that with that. And the dolphin show. I didn't already have, yeah, here's the dolphin show over here. And the orcas are actually dolphins too. I don't know if you knew that little piece of information. And this one needs to be cut up. And I'll put that with the dolphins, even though that was actually in a different part of the park. And then this. So I think right now, for this case, I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. Obviously, if I cut it at 3 inches, it'll be in half. Okay. So this mess is now going to go in different stacks. So the aquarium stacks is a subject. The orca stack is a subject. Park, let's see, this show is a subject. Park scenery and selfies. I'm gonna put this with park scenery. Those 2 selfies. Okay. All right. These are some. I will call them selfies. I tend to sometimes want to just put all my little selfies together. This is Boma, which is one of my favorite places in the world. So it's going to get its own set of. It's a subject. The sharks are a subject of their own. This looks like a really nice layout right there. This is some interesting tigerfish, maybe. And I am not an expert, but these are all really cute photos, and they're related to these photos. Yeah, so all of these will go together to be split up. Now, since I've already started cutting photos, let me cut this. Now, if all the pictures that were on that print together were of the same subject and would be going in the same group, I would let them be together, but they're not, so I didn't. So my little pals are coming up. Here's all my dolphin photos. So we have dolphin. We have me and Hun Hun. We have our couple of trips, some road signs. Did I put some other road signs around here somewhere? There are other ones somewhere. Okay, we have these. I can't believe these are the only prints I have of that. We have Bucky. Love me some Buckies. Dolphins, right? And we have sea lions. Oops, we have flamingos. Okay, they get their own category. And we have sea lions and seals. Okay, and we have the show and then outside. So this will be treated as 2 different groups. So here we go. Next, I'm going to start sorting them by layout. And so there's a couple of ways to do this. And I'm going to begin today with just sorting the photos. I'm going to come back later and show how I actually get them into albums. But right now, I have just sorted a couple hundred photos in just these few minutes into their subject groups. And then the next step is going to be by layout. I will take a few of these, not all of them, and show you how I put them in to be ready to be made into layouts. Because my next step when I get to layouts is a very important step, and I want to include it in this video because I think it's important enough. So I'm going to go off camera for a bit and organize this in a way to show a few of the next steps that I have. And it might surprise you. I hope you're finding this content useful. If so, please leave a comment below. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the next video in the series.